Hello and welcome back to another edition of Down the Line Rail. So, if we rewind 12 months, myself and Graham were at Edale for a 4-day weekend extravaganza of rail travel. And we're doing exactly the same. So welcome again, Graham. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again.
Well, I see you all the time, but I mean on the channel at least.
Yes, yeah.
Welcome back to the Peak District.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it, as always. Doesn't seem a year, does it? Since we were here a year ago. Same weekend actually as the same as this weekend.
It's very weird how it's all worked out. But today, as you can see from the title, we are starting here at New Mills, Newtown on the Buxton line. And why here and not Edale? That is because the last little bits and pieces of the Hope Valley line upgrade work is taking place, so that line is shut. Hence why we're making use of the Buxton line. My voice is also going as well, so please bear with me. But we are making our way from here to Manchester, up and then Manchester to Todmorden, Todmorden to Preston, Preston to Carnforth, where we're going to hopefully have a look at the Heritage Centre and try and get some sneaky snaps of the Steam Town, I guess. And hopefully there might be some interesting moves. You never know. But yes, welcome once again, and let's go have some fun. Oh, it is nice to be back. But you all have known, well, I hope you would have if you were watching, but I have done a video on New Mills, Newtown before. My voice is in serious jeopardy here. I don't know how it's going to last until Carnforth, but we'll go. Like I said, I've done a video here before. There is one thing though I didn't see, what I mean? There is one thing though I did not mention before, and that is behind me. So, through these gates here, it looks quite empty. And also you've got this iron bridge style here. Well, that, if you rewind time, used to be quite a good sized yard. If you look at old pictures of New Mills, Newtown, you can see that in evidence, and as well on old disused railway maps that you can find online. So yeah, go check it out. I thought that was really cool, and you wouldn't actually expect a quaint place like this to have something like that, but it does. But yeah, anyway, me and Graham, our train is in 10 minutes time, so we're just gonna have a little sit down. We've been on the move since 4:30 this morning. So as I said, well, like last year, we've got a very, very busy weekend. Just to recap, we've got some episodes coming. So we've got this one up to Carnforth. We're going to do separate episodes at Todmorden and Carnforth just to give them a bit more attention of their own. And then tomorrow we're going to the East Lancashire Railway. We're going to, where else are we going? Sunday we're going, how can I forget? We're going Shildon Locomotion Museum. Then we're doing a route from there, Darlington, Newcastle, Carlisle, everywhere. So yeah, we've got plenty to. Oh, and we're also going to a football match. None of us support them, but we're going to Stockport County. It's a national break weekend, so random match it is. Well said, Brad. Yeah, train is shortly, so yeah, we will jump on. And first change point is Manchester Piccadilly. Okay, so first changeover point, and my voice has got worse. This is not going to go well, but anyway, Manchester Piccadilly. We arrived 1 minute early, so that gives us now 11 minutes to change over to go to platform 14, where we will now get the Transpennine service over to Manchester Victoria. Saves walking, I suppose. And then we're there for 7 minutes before we get the train from there to Todmorden. So yeah, let's head over, and we'll go from Piccadilly to Victoria. There's just something about northern trains. I don't know what it is, unless it's because I'm a southerner. I don't know. But I just get really happy every time I see them. I mean, not Francis Bourgeois type of happy, but happy all the same. Up we go. we're here in Victoria, and it's been a mad dash. The train that we was on was delayed by 4 minutes, and we've only just got onto the platform, and our train is there. My God. And I'm not gonna be picky, but I am actually. That delay was so avoidable. It was so avoidable. And Transpennine, sort it out. Anyway, next leg, Todmorden. So now we are just sitting on our train to Todmorden, nice and comfortable now that we made it. And as we left Manchester Victoria, we were overtaken by a tram, and it got me thinking. And this is where I'm going to do a little bit of a side question. And if you've made it this far in the video, thank you very much. But here's time for you to get involved. So it got me thinking, what city in the UK has the best tram network? Is it London? Is it Nottingham? Is it Manchester? Edinburgh? Let me know in the comments on what you think is the best city with the best tram network. For me, it's Manchester. And I think because it's London, doesn't mean it has to be the best just because it's in London, by no means, shape or form. Side note, if Graham just pans that way out the window, you'll see a little side track with the semaphore coming just from there. That line there, if you follow it on the maps, from what I can remember, link up to the East Lancashire Railway, which we're going to tomorrow. But yeah, that was a good time. But yeah, in terms of Todmorden, we'll be there very shortly. So like I said earlier, we're going to be doing a separate episode for Todmorden, but we will show you around it a bit, but we'll go into the detail aspect where in that episode. So here, I hope that worked, is a screenshot, overlay, whatever you call it, of the thumbnail for the Todmorden video. But yeah, that will be coming up after this one. So yeah, so keep an eye out, and that thumbnail is what you need to look out for. But yeah, not long for Todmorden. And there we are. We are at the ever pretty Todmorden. I've been through it, never on it, but now I am. So yeah, as I said, I'm now gonna concentrate and film on the Todmorden specific episode. But in the meantime, until our next train, which goes to Preston, let's see what train action there is at Todmorden. There must be some, surely. Okay then, so there we go. So few services in there, some 158s, 195s, you know the drill. But yeah, as I've just been showing you that, I've been filming the Todmorden episode, which will be out after this. So yeah, that's all done. Voice is hanging on by a thread, my God. But yeah, 5 minutes until our train to we're heading to Preston, but we're changing at Burnley-Manchester Road. We've gone a complicated way, don't judge us. It's for the adventure, that's what it's for. But yeah, that will be when the train comes in, and yeah, we'll video it on there, but we'll probably pick this up Preston. That's a good one, at Preston. Okay, so now we are at Preston. So I was having a look at all the timings on the train after we left Burnley, and it's all starting to go a bit Pete Tong. So apparently there was a derailed train earlier, I think on one of the Manchester airport services, and it's caused absolute mayhem. So ultimately, we're, instead of getting 2 hours in Carnforth, we're only going to get 1, and the services are going to be a bit awkward, to say the least. So bear with on this one, because we now need to change our routes. We're going to have to get a Transpennine now to Lancaster, and then Lancaster to Carnforth, and then back from that way, same route. So we will see what happens. Stay tuned. Who knows, we might just get away with it and have a decent hour at Carnforth, but I mean, if it goes wrong at Carnforth, we're screwed. So yeah, but I do like Preston. It is a very, very nice station. It is a very, very nice station. But yeah, I'm going to head over onto the Transpennine, and I probably won't speak to you again until Lancaster, because I'll get my head around the disruption and work out a viable plan. But yeah, bear with me, and I'll speak to you at Lancaster. Okay, so short intermission there. We're picking this back off at Lancaster. We've got a plan in place. We're going to get the train behind me, which is the Lancaster to Leeds service to Carnforth, spend an hour there, and then do an exact carbon copy of what we've done going back. However, instead of getting off at Preston, we're going to be getting from here straight to Manchester Piccadilly, and then back to New Mills after that. Ticketing wise, obviously we've bought advanced singles, or Graham has. I've got me priv, but in Graham's case, we were saying that because obviously there's been a derailed train essentially, hence the carnage. Like if you're going to go from here to Barrow and Furness, it's coaches. So because of the carnage, we can't necessarily, apart from like this service and the one at 1403, we can't use any other trains getting back. So we're going to have to use other times. Didn't encounter a problem on the way here from Preston. That was fine. However, I'm a bit dubious because Manchester Piccadilly is a bit longer. Will we encounter a problem? I don't know. I'm unsure. The way I would see it, working on the railway, like my customers, how I would deal with it as a customer, in customer service. Something's gone wrong on the railways. Like I said, a derailment, which has made everything go up the Swanee. So, therefore, I would see it as the railway as a whole has to get us from A to B. So, in that respect, who knows? But we'll see. I mean, if they were all running fine and we had these the time tickets, we thought, oh, there's a train an hour earlier, let's go and jump on that. Then, of course, no, can't be doing that. But yeah, we shall see what goes on. But yeah, not long until we're finally at Carnforth. Although one thing I did not notice last time I was at Lancaster when I did the video on the Furness line, that's a disused platform. Interesting. I'm gonna have to have a little bit of research and see what that was used for, or if anyone actually knows what that was used for. Just let me know in the old comments. But yeah, we'll go towards our train, and last little bit to, it's very loud, but yeah, last little bit towards Carnforth, and then the video's done. But yeah, I appreciate you bearing with. It has gone a very, as I said, Pete Tong, to put it politely. Okay, so we are now here at Carnforth. We made it, and we're going to be all right on the way home. By the way, I spoke to member staff, and they said that they've got wide across ticket acceptance for the area, so we're all good. But it's always better to double check rather than assume at the end of the day. But yeah, obviously Carnforth, home of Brief Encounter. They've got the Heritage Centre, but the main attraction here for photographers, enthusiasts, is what's behind me. Carnforth Steam Town, which is the base of West Coast Railways, who do rail tours. Camera won't pick it up because of the angles and stuff, but you know, you've got 47s, 57s, 37s raked all along, and I bet your bottom dollar there are going to be some, at least a few steamies in there as well. What is in there, I don't know, but we shall see. It's just a shame there's not enough minutes in today for us to stick around. I think there were some movements this morning, but who knows. Yeah, to summarise, it's been really, really good. However, I'm gonna pop over to the other side, Graham. We're gonna go and have a look at see if the Heritage Centre is open. It wasn't last time I was here, so at least want to check on that before we sign off. I don't want to call it too early. And there we have it, a brief encounter with the Heritage Centre. And yes, I have just played on it. I always forget that the West Coast Main Line is right there and the trains just go thundering through. But yeah, short, sweet and to the point with that. You need to come and have a look at it for yourself. There's a lot of information in small text, so me putting it on camera, you're just going to either get bored, but you need to really get the feel for it yourself. It's really classic in there, it's really nice. Everyone in there is so super friendly. But that was just like a little insight. I'm glad it was open, nonetheless. But yeah, that concludes this video. Graham, I see that he's busy with Carnforth, you see. How have you found the trip today?
Very interesting. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think Carnforth was smashing. The birthplace of home of Brief Encounter, the film. So really nice.
Yeah, it's been really good.
I think it's been brilliant. So yeah, they've really restored the station really well, and long may it continue.
I echo that. But yes, thank you very, very much for watching, and we will now de-stress over some food. But yes, thank you very, very much, and we will see you next time down the line.